We are on now, so yes,
Yeah, I think we're live. I see it.
man, what did it take to hang that clock? I mean, that's
A nail. It's not very heavy,
it's not that it just looks okay.
but
It
it
looks
works.
yeah, that's right. No, that's great. And Patrick's on his iPhone, right?
I'm just holding phone, sitting in a chair. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy, huh?
Yep.
This is my new office. We just moved into this place about 3 weeks ago. So
Nice.
actually, books on the bookshelf. For a while, I just had a blank bookshelf. So now I've actually got something up there. So and
Takes time to unpack.
I've read a few of those, but so yeah. So but everybody had a good Labor Day weekend.
Did.
Deacon Timmy will actually like this chair that I'm sitting on. I have the Keeneland pillow that I won at our golf tournament a couple of years ago.
It's a good back support, huh?
You remember that? Remember our golf
Yeah,
event? I took the main Keeneland prize.
yeah. I don't know if I saw that day. That you got that day, huh?
Yeah, it was the random draw. Remember how Tony accidentally took the I think maybe you left early, but Tony accidentally took all the slips of paper with the names. And so we had to
I
call
did.
Tony in the car, and then he drew my name out, but I was on his team, and the
I
main guy was
believe
like,
it.
"There's
Yeah,
no way."
I do remember that now. that was that was great.
That was good.
We had to basically twist their arms and say, no, really, it wasn't a setup.
This is a church event. Nobody's lying about what slip of paper was drawn out of the bag.
That's right. That's right. Well, goodness. All right, so I've got about 9 o'clock, and let me just draw us into we're here, and those of you that are joining us are wondering what is this all about. We're here tonight to talk about Alpha, and Alpha is a series. It's a series that's been around for 20, 25 years. It's been around a while around the world. We've tried it a couple times at Christ the King, where this will be really uh, our third time that we're going to offer the Alpha series. And because of COVID, we think it's really a good time for Alpha because, as you will hear very shortly, Alpha is all about bringing people together in a context of a meal and having some great discussions for a great series of discussions about really important questions of life. So it's very simple. So I have two of the team members that are working to put this together on with you, and you can see them, Mara Conklin and Patrick Musser, and they are working to put together the Alpha series. And so welcome to you guys, and maybe we could just start off here very quickly to give everybody just a kind of Mara, if you don't mind, just give a quick overview. What's Alpha? What is it? What do people come to participate? What are they going to experience?
Alpha is a way to reach out to people who generally are not churched. It's an introduction to Christianity. So it's just a way to reach out to people who may not be affiliated with the church or may feel disenfranchised with the church, and have them come in at a very basic level, meet new people, share a meal every week, get to know a group of people. And what we do is after we have dinner together, we watch a short video, maybe 20, 25 minutes. These are videos that are produced out of the UK. They're really beautifully done. They take place in different cities around the world, so they're very interesting to look at. And they deal with different topics, and then we talk about it. And there's no right answers, there's no wrong answers. It's just beginning a conversation and introducing people to the concept of Christianity.
Okay. And like you say, it's that's sort of the primary purpose. But is it? And I'll go to Patrick on this one. Patrick, you came through RCIA a couple years ago, and
Hmm.
you experienced Alpha last time, last I guess last fall, about a year ago.
Yep.
And so you weren't necessarily unchurched, and you were not new to Christianity. But how did you experience Alpha as someone who had come into the church? And what was your experience of Alpha?
Well, like Mara said, I thought that the video series was really high quality, and one thing that I thought that they did really well is they asked really basic. So the way that each video will have like a main topic, but then like the way that they approach that main topic is they ask like really basic questions about that topic, and then during the video they'll ask the same people over and over the question, but these will be people from all different walks of life, and so you'll hear all these different answers, and I think that that was really interesting about the videos. And so it'll be a different topic every week, but you hear from the same people over and over answering the same questions. The and then Nikki, the I guess the leader of Alpha, is just he's pretty magnetic. He's just a really good, interesting guy. So I and then just you meet new people and you eat a meal and you listen to everybody's opinion on kind of a basic question, and just even people just in Kentucky, it's interesting how different people answer the same basic question a different way.
So you mentioned a meal. So when people, you have a bit of a time of fellowship as people just to kind of come in. You've been at work or wherever you've been. When's this going to happen? Just so we can tell people right up front. When's it start and what day of the week, Mara?
It's going to be Sunday nights at 6:15, and we wrap up by 8:30. Usually the first 15 minutes is just kind of chatting, and then 30 minutes for a meal, a little bit of time to watch the video, and then to talk about it. And it's about an 11-week program. So if we start this Sunday, we wrap up. We take a couple weeks off for around Thanksgiving, and then we wrap up a couple weeks before Christmas.
Okay, so it's an ongoing program, kind of a continuing, progressive program to build up a message. And
right.
Like you say, it starts very basic and then sort of builds from there. And then the meal, it's really interesting how Alpha, that meal is really integral to bringing people together, isn't it?
It is. The social aspect is huge because when you join a church, community is so important. To have the support of people, to have you continue to go, it can become very lonely if you're by yourself. And when I went through this in Atlanta, one of the people at my table the second time, she was ready to go down the road to another church because she just didn't feel at home. And after she came to Alpha, she joined the church. She was very involved. She said, I go to church now and people wave at me and I know people, and it's just a really big part of feeling like you're part of a parish community.
Yeah, and I think we've been going through this almost 6 months now of really COVID experience, and I think in a special way, Alpha provides a great opportunity for people who have been isolated. If you've been doing anything at all, maybe you've gone to work, but we've been all in sort of a cocoon of sorts. Alpha is, and so for those that are wondering, we are going to do this in Heman Hall, so we have a lot of space. We're going to be able to spread out, so we'll be doing things with a very thoughtful way of keeping people safe, so people don't have to worry about if they come to be a part of this. We're going to be using masks, and we'll have the food appropriately prepared, so we aren't going to be sharing anything. So just so to allay any fears out there, but I do think this really gives people an opportunity to experience community again, and we've all been hurting in a way because we've had such a limited ability to do that for the last 6 months almost. And so I don't know what your thoughts are in terms of just that opportunity we have to build community. How would you react to that?
I personally think it's very important. I'm fairly new still to Lexington, and I know that and I've moved around a lot over the years for different job opportunities, and feeling connected is the difference between a relo being successful and not being successful. So I know that it's really important to get to know people and to share, to meet people that you have shared values with and a shared experience with is pretty important.
Yeah. Patrick, same for you?
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's just with the COVID pandemic, I just think it's been hard that you really only see your immediate family members, and you don't get to see the people that you see at church on a week to week basis as much anymore. And it's been tough.
Yeah, so for everybody out there, first of all, for yourself, even if you're practicing Christian, Catholic, you're into your faith, I think Alpha still offers you a lot of opportunities to deepen that experience, get a different perspective. Um, if you are unchurched, or maybe you're from any particular denomination, um, Alpha is really open ended in the sense that it puts out an invitation. This is not about catechesis. It's not about teaching doctrine or anything of that. It's really just saying, what's God about? Who is God? What is God? And
Yeah.
God, maybe what might God be calling us to be aware of? And so it's very sort of a wide, and it's also called Alpha for a purpose. It's a beginning of a journey. So I would just encourage everybody out there listening, think about coming yourself. Think about a family member or friend or a couple friends you can invite. Mara, once again, what are the specifics? When are we going to get started with this?
It'll start this Sunday, the 13th, 6:15 at Heman Hall. It would be good to have people register in advance so we have enough food. And you can do that on the Christ the King website.
Yeah, I was just going to see if my computer's been a little slow today, but I was going to hopefully bring up the Alpha website. But here it is for those of you that are looking. You go to cathedralctk.org/alpha. Again, cathedralctk.org. That's our website /alpha. And actually, it's up here now. Let me see if I can share this real quick for folks. If you see our website, you go there. We have a very simple form. There's a video. I think there's a video down here. Here's our basic information. You can see here when you first get to the site. Just slide down here. There's let us know where you're coming. Even if you're not quite sure, you'd like to ask more questions. Just come here, fill the form out. This is not a contract, folks. You want to get some information. Mara and I will get an email as soon as you sign up. Mara was going to get back to anybody who does sign up, and if you can, you get to ask it whatever questions you want. Again, it's this Sunday, starting at 6:15 in Heman Hall. You can show up. Again, please, if you're not feeling well, don't come. We're going to have screening. We're going to take temperatures, have people sign in. So we'll be doing all of the good COVID type things to make sure that we're keeping everybody healthy. But you'll have a meal, and you'll have some time with people who are just looking to explore life and ask some good, deep questions. And again, because we're in this pandemic, I'm sure that will come into this whole thing. Why are we here? What's this all about? What should it mean for us? So, what a great opportunity. So again, please consider coming. Consider inviting a family or a member or friend. And if you have questions, just sign up on that form. You can get in touch. Mara will reach back out to you quickly, and you can ask any questions or get the information you need. And all three of us hope you will decide to be a part of the Alpha experience this fall, and it's going to be great. And so with that, I'm just going to invite everybody to have a great evening, and may God bless you, and may you consider, and we'll just ask you to pray for Alpha. For those that will be participating, even if you can't, please pray for the team and what they're doing to put this together. And we hope we'll see you at Alpha. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great evening.